Okay, well, it's your movie. You start us off.
What? I'm starting us off?
Yeah, it's
This
your
is not
fucking
how
movie.
this is not how we do things.
No,
We've
no,
never
you're
done it
start.
like this.
No, it's your fucking movie. You're the one that wants to talk about
Okay, alright, okay,
1917,
fine.
and I
Okay,
agreed
yeah.
to it.
Okay, we're talking about 1970. No, 1917.
Oh no, we're not talking about 1971,
Okay,
the movie.
look, shut up, okay? You almost had me mess up the name of the movie. I
I'm
swear
still
to
amazed.
God.
I'm still amazed that when I looked up 1970, when I accidentally typed in 1970, I put in 1971. I found a movie actually called 1971.
I mean, you think there's a movie for every year? Do you think that's a thing?
Look, so this is one of the biggest thing I had. That's been the back of my mind for the longest time. So you know how there's 365 days in a year, right?
Yeah.
Has there been enough movies where every day of the year has been covered? Right?
I
Is
would.
there a movie? Is there a movie that takes place like let's say April 17th or some shit like that? Right?
Uh-huh.
Like because we know there's a movie that takes place on December 25th, right? We know that shit. But like, has there been enough movies released where every single day of the year, like I'm not talking about time skip, not that like they had to split this specifically mention the date on in that movie. Can't be like
this,
3 days.
This would be like, this was April 1st, this was April 2nd, this was April 3rd, 4th, 5th, and so on
Yeah,
and so forth.
yeah, like that.
Um,
Like has there been
I,
enough of that?
I mean, we have all the holiday movies, and then you got like
Yeah.
all the movies that are basically on holidays. Like there's,
Yep.
like, I mean, the death of Julius Caesar. Like I know there's a Julius Caesar movie. There probably is. You know,
Yeah.
where because he died on the Ides of March, and then you go through a couple days.
That was
of
3 days
April
ago.
War.
I think was that last week. That was last week.
That was last week, yeah. And
That
then
was last week.
I guess there probably is, honestly.
If we look hard enough, we could probably find every single date it covering a year.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's something I want to start looking up into though. I mean, you can do that. You have free time. Well, we all have free
Yeah,
time.
yeah, we have a lot of free time. So all of a sudden, hey, oh, hold on, wait, hold on, we can't date this movie. We can't. We can't date this. No one can know when this Spoilercast is being recorded.
The fact that we're recording a Spoilercast during the coronavirus epidemic.
No, this is oh yeah.
On March 23rd of 2020.
Oh no! Wait, this is gonna be backlog for a while. You do know that, right?
I just realized
You do know the way that the channel operates. We only upload two videos a week, right?
Yeah.
We got and there's just a backlog of videos.
Hey,
Boy, I hope by the time that this gets uploaded, May 2nd, 2021, coronavirus is no longer a thing.
Dude, if imagine looking back on this on May 2nd of 2021, and then it's like it's still a problem.
Oh,
Can
it's
you
so a
imagine
problem.
the irony? Can you imagine it?
If coronavirus is still going on, I mean, to be fair, it's gonna take a while for us to get a vaccine, right? That's
I
how
mean-
medical. That's how science works, right?
I mean, fair enough. We did see Contagion, so we know how it works.
Yeah, you're right.
We haven't gone through
is this
the
a
phase.
is this a coronavirus spoiler cast right now?
Oh my God, no! It's not a coronavirus spoiler cast.
Oh yeah, okay. So hey, we're talking about 1917, not 1971, the movie.
God,
Completely different movie. We found out somehow by accident.
The 2019 film 1917. If that doesn't confuse you.
That takes place in 1917.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess if anything, I'll just say what the plot is. Basically, you got two soldiers who are told to deliver a message to stop an attack, to stop slaughter.
Because it was a trap. Because it was a trap. It was those sneaky Germans and their traps.
Yep. And that's basically the movie. That's basically the bare bones plot of what this is.
Pretty much.
So I mean, honestly, it's like I don't know how we want to start this off.
Because there's not really to be fair, I think we can only go through this in sequence because this movie is filmed in the illusion of one sequence.
Well, not really one sequence. It's more like two sequences.
Yeah, because there was a cut at a point in the movie, but well, to be fair, I guess that's how you could describe it. Like, there's a first half and there's a literal first half and a literal second half of the movie.
Pretty much,
like literally, not in terms of the context of a film, but there's like a literal first half.
Yeah, there's a first half, then you got the cut, and then we continue with another shot, and then we continue from there on.
Yeah.
Oh God. I mean, this was
Right.
actually a really good movie, you know.
Hey, I like how this movie was filmed.
Yeah, the way this like it's actually really fucking impressive.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing I like about movies with long cuts. It's how they do it and how they try to trick you because movies that do try to do long cut, they always try to
Mhm.
trick you that it's a long cut. Obviously, there were obviously some cuts in this movie. Like there's
Mhm.
no right, but it was like it's like trying to find a sequence of when and when there isn't. Like one of the most noticeable one I remember was when they were in the underground bunker or whatever.
No,
Remember
yeah,
that the
like
cave? The ca-
they'll be up above, and then they'll go down, and then it gets dark, but then it gets light again. But that's where they
yeah,
probably cut it, you know.
yeah,
Like that's where like they stop filming, then they start filming this next scene
yeah,
afterwards.
yeah. No,
God.
like look, and I always like this is how they make is how they have to work around with the cameraman. Like going back to that tunnel sequence, because at a point during the sequence, the camera is facing them. They're walking forward, and then
Mhm.
as they exit the cave, you see that the camera goes around where the camera's behind them, but they go in the front, and it's obvious that and they're in a narrow tunnel,
Mhm.
like a filming space is something like that wouldn't be technically be possible if you think about it from a regular filming perspective, right?
Yeah.
Like that part, like I like that was cool.
Yeah. I mean, especially it's like, oh god, there's like so much that because it's hard to to I guess describe. Um, man, okay, so because it's I don't know how to go about this because it's just a change in sequences that kind of like gets me. You get
Yeah.
what I
Oh, we
mean?
should probably start by saying who's. Hey, the movie stars two characters. Tom
Wait, I
and
mean,
Will. I think.
Tom and
We,
yeah, well, they call him like I literally didn't know what his first name was until it was like Schofield, until they
yeah,
mentioned
that
at the
guy.
end.
Yeah. So we follow these two pretty much. This is their movie. We follow them
I
around.
mean, for a bit, but then
Yeah.
it's just one character afterwards.
Yeah, because one of them
But
dies. We
yeah,
can
because
never trust the French. From
also have you? Mhm.
From Vietnamese history, we know never to trust the French.
They'll never wait. The what? The French?
Wait, was it the French? Wait, who's the guy that stabbed him? Was it the French or
That
was
was
it the
the
German?
Germans.
Oh, okay, no, all
It
right,
was the
okay. Oh no, no,
Germans.
I think it's look,
They're
I'm still thinking
fighting.
of French Vietnamese. I'm still
They're
thinking of French
fighting in
Vietnamese
France.
history right now. All
Oh
right.
my god. Okay, they're fighting in France. That's the thing. But it's the Germans
Okay,
and
that's right.
English that are fighting in.
Okay, well, hey, still don't trust French people. All right.
Sure.
From a
Yeah, that's
from a
exactly what I'm
historical
gonna.
reference, don't trust the French.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna learn from this.
Yeah,
God.
and
God.
oh so we follow Will and Tom as they are given orders to carry a. Oh yeah, I forgot this movie took place in 1970. So I was like, don't they have telegraphs in this fucking era?
No, they
Because
did
there was.
not have telegraphs like
Oh,
that, dude.
what about carrier
Oh well,
pigeons? Was
no. I
carrier?
mean, maybe not. Like they did have telegraphs. That's how they got to get messages around in the first place. But they weren't used in the front lines like that.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Maybe,
Yeah, I
maybe.
forgot. I keep forgetting this movie took place in 1917.
But
Ironically.
like, yeah, God. But it's like just to give like I realistically they wouldn't be used on the front lines because enemies could just cut them off like with the way they battle
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
But let's see. So yeah, we follow two characters, Will and Tom, who are woken up to talk to the general, who gives them
A message.
who gives them a message to say they had to deliver to this battalion to call off the attack that would be doomed to fail because they found out from what was it, satellite imagery or something like that? No, not satellite, aerial imagery. Like they like
Oh, okay. I was like, we're,
no, yeah,
we're
I know,
too
I know,
far
I know,
ahead.
I know.
We're too far ahead.
We were too far in the future. But
This is 1970. This is not 1918. Okay.
God, but like but like they find out through like aerial photos that the Germans had retreated from the line, that that they were that the that that they were going to push, right?
Yeah.
And so they made a new line, and then they were making it so that people would push against them, and then they would go for one line, and then because they made a line from over there, then they would understandably blindside them. Which is this, and this is important to one of the characters because I think it was Tom, right? Yeah, it was Tom.
Yeah.
Tom had a brother who was gonna take part in the attack.
Yeah.
So then, well, I guess now we just go into the sequences.
Yeah. So pretty much, yeah. So they get the letter to the message where because no one knew how to send a text message back then.
Yes, exactly.
Fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. This movie could have been solved if he just sent a text message.
Oh my god. Anything could have been solved with text message,
You
Austin.
know, dude, oh, not the coronavirus apparently.
No, man, they could have been like, hey, Corona's happening. Get
Oh,
inside. And he's like, oh shit, you right?
yeah. Oh, is that how it works?
Yes,
No.
exactly.
Oh,
You
do
could have just had it like the like someone in China's like, hey man, this guy looks sick, quarantine him. He texted to someone like, okay, yeah, we'll do it, fam. And then he got
oh,
quarantined.
oh.
Then
You're
he was
right.
saved.
Right. So yeah. So they get to the so they get the letter and then fuck and then they have to start traveling across the fucking it's not battlefield. It's what?
No,
No man's land.
it's no man's land. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
where basically people bomb the hell out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had to go through that and throughout this entire sequence, it's just one whole. It's just the long sequence of everything.
Yeah, there's basically them just trying to cross the front lines. You know, they're unsure if the German army had actually left. So then you get like these scenes of like all these like corpses on the battlefield. Like I remember, what was his name? It was Will. Will like gets his hand cut in barbed wire, and I swear to God, I thought this was gonna be a thing. Like he got a cut on his hand, and then they get in the crater piece. I think it was planes that were flying over, so they decided to hide.
Hmm.
And then there's like this corpse right next to Will, and then there's this big gaping hole. So and then Tom comes in and then pushes against Will because to take cover, and then Will puts his hand right inside the corpse. Like the bloody corpse that a rat was just eating from. So I keep thinking like, oh man, is he gonna make a thing where he gets like sick during this mission or something?
Oh,
But
don't
no,
worry. Don't worry. They had medicines back then. I
yeah,
know it. That's
yes, they
there
had
was medicine. There was medicine in 1917, right?
Yeah, their medicine was alcohol. This is what their
Oh,
medicine was.
oh, wasn't it Coke? Like, and
Coke.
an actual Coke.
It,
It's
wait,
like,
an actual Coke, like a
yeah,
Coca-Cola, that kind of thing.
No, not Coca-Cola, but actual cocaine. It's like, you're so here. Take some of this. Take some of this, and you'll be feeling great in the morning.
Oh
You have
my
to
God,
have the
can you
flu.
imagine?
Have the flu. Take some of this.
Just take
You'll feel.
just take some milligrams of cocaine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Wake up in the morning, you'll feel great. You'll feel refreshed.
Oh, break your hand, take some cocaine.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking, you'll feel better. You won't feel it in the morning.
Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so they go through the no man's land, and then we see some hilarious hijinks,
Got
like
yeah.
quote unquote hilarious hijinks, like the case or not the case the corpse. I don't know why I said case. Corpse and case sounds exactly the same.
Sure they do. Yeah, corpse case. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very similar. Sure.
Yeah.
God, dude.
Yeah. So
Where were we? Yeah.
Yeah, so-
hijinks
so-
ensues.
corpse, and then that's when they get to the trench where we were just talking about earlier, right?
Well, yeah, they're in the trenches, but then they end up having to go through underground, and then that's when
Yeah, the underground-
that's when
the
the
underground
cut
tunnel.
happens. So
Yeah, because hey, it turns out it's easy to do a cut when there's nothing to when you're in total darkness.
yeah, total darkness and then light. It's like wow, it's like you can't tell.
Yeah, no one will be able can see it.
Mm. And then I know they spent some time like just basically looking at like like they were very impressed by how big the room is with the beds were. He's like, this is huge. They built this, German technology is superior, it seems. Even back
German.
then.
Thanks, German shovels. You can always count on German shovels to solve the day.
God damn. Yeah, German shovel saved the day. Yeah, and then there's like, man, this is another thing that really kind of stuck out to me, which is like, I didn't like it, but I can understand why they used it, because I don't see any other way you would do it. But there was a lot of CGI animals, dude. Like there was
Oh
all
yeah,
those rats that were just obviously CGI. Then you get the cow later on that's CGI. It was just
yeah.
very like glaringly CGI.
I mean, yeah, because you can't get animals to fucking. Because I'm pretty sure the animals would have fucked up the entire scene.
I mean, that too, yeah. But you know, you have like, I mean, especially with the rat piece. Again, referencing the scene when they're underground in the abandoned German line in the trenches. Um,
Well,
there's
the
like,
thing of
hmm?
Hey, the thing with the rat, at least it was in the dark. It's easier to CGI in the dark than in the actual light. So at least the rat wasn't that off-putting for you
Hmm.
to notice. So that was fine.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it was fine. But then you have like you're shining a light on the rat, and then it's just like you kind of notice it.
and then you can tell. And, yeah, because
Yeah,
then you're focused
on the
on
rat.
the
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that rat's an asshole, by the way.
The rat was hungry, decides to trip a bomb because he didn't get any
Yeah,
food.
yeah. He was like, no food, no life.
Oh my god, dude. No,
I'll
yeah, but
trade your life. I'll trade the food for your life.
also, can I say, because the thing is, the bomb goes off, and then you know Will gets you know he gets buried under all that rubble. I'm very surprised he survived that, like at all,
Yeah,
dude.
those
Like,
rocks were heavy.
yeah, I know, but I thought he was gonna die there, and then it was gonna be like Tom's character throughout the rest of it, you know.
Yeah,
But then it's like, nah, he lives, and then Tom, you
yeah,
know, basically saves his life, and then they
yeah,
leave, and they're out in the open, and then that
yeah.
would be where the other cut is. And they're like what in a quarry or something, I believe it was. Not a quarry, I think,
Yeah.
but like it was a
Well,
big.
it was like an open ditch. Well, not like a ditch, but like just like this whole open area.
Yeah.
There's like this big open space with like a bunch of shells and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
God, like they
And
destroy their
then
own artillery and stuff, which is
yeah,
very odd to me.
which
But
is
yeah.
very smart to be honest, because to be fair, if you're gonna abandon stuff, you might as well destroy it so
Mm.
enemy if they find it they can't use it against you. So I was like, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
makes sense
well.
for
Yeah. Because I was of the mind when I was watching. It's like, why not just take it with you? But then I figured out because like, oh, if they're taking pictures from above, then it'd probably make more sense to leave it behind and make it seem like you didn't leave at all.
yeah, and also, hey, when I bet those cannons are heavy. Ooh, because remember back then in 1970 they didn't had trucks to move them.
Oh my God.
They had no
They had wheels, Austin.
they didn't discover the
They had
wheel yet.
wheels.
This is 1970s, William.
They hadn't invented the wheel yet. Is that what you're gonna tell me?
Yeah,
They hadn't
they
invented the
haven't.
goddamn wheel.
Yeah, Henry Ford wasn't around to invent the wheel yet.
Oh my God. You tell okay, so they're cavemen. We were cavemen in the
We
1970s. This is what
were
we
came in 1970s. Why do you think? Why do you think there's no cars in this movie?
Jesus Christ, Austin. What the fuck? Oh my God. Wait, no, there were cars there. What are you saying? Austin.
Yeah. So okay. So
Oh
anyway,
my God, I'm so
so
fucking
after
tilted.
that,
I'm so
so
goddamn
after,
tilted.
so, so after they go through the quarry, they come across like a burnt out. Well, not burnt out, like the destroy ruin of a farm, I guess, of some random person's farm. It's like of some
Mhm.
random person's farm. And they're like, oh man, nice house, nerd. Get some new
God.
wallpaper.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking
and then there's that cow and then they saw the CGI cow that I mean that didn't look so
it
bad
was glaring. It was
because the
glaringly
CGI
good.
cow was like off in the distance, like it wasn't focus, super focused.
It was kind of focused. I could tell immediately it was CGI, and it was just like, oh
Yeah,
God, it's so bad.
so
Mhm.
they're there the farm, and then up above they see like an airplane fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It was shot down
what
in a
the,
dogfight, and
yeah.
I know like the plane crashes, but the plane didn't blow up on impact.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
because
on
remember,
fire.
because planes didn't blow up back then,
Planes
so that's
did,
why.
okay, so we didn't
Yeah,
invent
back,
the wheel. We didn't invent explosions. Yeah, sure. That's
yeah,
how.
yeah. Explosion didn't get invented until 1918.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, sure. That's exactly how. Yeah,
Everything in this movie gets invented in 1918.
There were
Okay.
explosions in the movie.
Yeah, but there was no
Austin.
plane. There was no plane explosions. Okay.
Oh my God, Austin.
Plane explosions and regular explosions are two different things. Okay.
Okay. All right. Sure. That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Explosions aren't the same.
So the plane crashed and they saved the German pilot of the
Yeah.
of the plane, and I was like, oh cool. I was like, cool. They're introducing a new character for us to hang out with. Is this gonna be like King Kong when John C. Reilly and the Japanese character learned to settle their difference?
Wait,
Then
when was that a thing?
wait, did you see King
When
Kong?
was that a thing in King Kong?
No, not King Kong. Kong, the reboot, the monster
Oh,
movie reboot.
oh yeah, the reboot. Okay, I was thinking Peter Jackson's King Kong. Like
Oh
that's not a thing.
no, that's a different King Kong. It's so then I think Will goes to get the guy water, get some guy some water
Yeah, because
or
his legs were
something. Yeah,
burned to shit. So you know.
yeah. So we follow him. The camera then pans over and we follow him for him as he
Mm.
gets water. And then when we finally do the reveal, pan back, we find out that the German guy just starts stabbing Tom. I was like, oh okay, rude. How rude? That's a rude thing. I'm gonna
Yeah,
rude.
yeah. He just rudely stabs him and he's like,
Yeah,
I
he just
saved your
rudely.
life.
Yeah. So then he just gets shot.
Yeah,
Then he just shoots him like 5 times.
Will, I mean, to be fair, he just kind of stabbed his friend, so you know.
Yeah, for no reason. Yeah, what an asshole. Damn those Germans. We can never trust them.
God damn it, dude! Don't say
This
that
movie,
now.
this movie taught us that in 1970s you cannot trust Germans. You can trust them in 1918, but in 1970s you couldn't trust them.
God damn it, dude.
You can trust German people in 1945, okay?
Oh, okay. We're
Yeah.
not going to World War II here, okay? World War II wasn't invented until 1918.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so Tom gets stabbed and then he dies
Yeah,
because he got stabbed.
Yeah, Tom gets stabbed, he dies, and then
'Cause he-
he has to carry on the mission. Will.
Yeah, and so then I think Tom tells him to, hey, go find my brother or something, right?
Also, write to my mom.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah, you're
fine.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then write to his mom saying, hey, I'm dead, mom. This is not this, but this is not me being a ghost writing you this letter. This is my friend Will writing you the letter telling you that I'm dead.
Why is he writing it in the other? Why is he writing it in as if he was him then? What's the point? What's the point?
To let the mom know that it's not the ghost that's writing him the letter.
But why would you do that? Why would you get the? Why would you write as if you're dictating a ghost?
You would be spooked out if you got a ghost letter, alright? Especially in 1917.
No, look, Austin. Look, ghosts weren't invented until 1918. Okay. Okay, ghosts didn't exist back then.
Oh,
Oh my god.
This movie's taking a completely different turn than what I wanted to take. Fuck.
Oh my god.
So Tom tells Will to write a letter to his mom and to take and everything. So I was like, all right, I'll do that. And then what happens afterwards? So then Tom dies, obviously.
No, yeah, Tom dies, but then Will like there was a company that happened to be coming by, and they're like, oh shit, we see that they see that Tom's dead. They help Will out when they're moving the body.
Yeah, and unlike the German guys, they didn't stab Will. These are, yeah.
They did, of course. Like his own allies wouldn't stab him. Yeah, it's not very obvious.
Yeah, at least these guys were nice. It's like, oh, we shouldn't stab this guy. We should help him out first.
At first, we'll help him out, and no, stop. I'm not going down that road. I'm not going down that road.
Yeah, so then they're rescued by their British allies. Right?
Yeah, but they're going one way, and he has to go a different direction, and then there's this whole.
Yeah, and he tries to convince the, I guess, general. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what fucking military rank exists in 1917 because, right? Did generals exist in 1917 in the army?
No, yes they did. Because remember, they got their orders from the general. Okay, so.
Oh, that's right. All right, but who? Well, yeah, so he has to convince this general guy to say, hey, I have to get this letter to what the fuck was that character's name? Mackenzie.
Mackenzie, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Corporal Mackenzie, I think it was, or
Yeah,
Colonel.
to be
I
like,
don't
hey,
remember if it was Colonel or something.
like, hey, this letter I have is an important. He was telling the guys like, hey, I have this really important letter. We can't text it to him, so we have to deliver it to him.
God, dude. It's like, man, if
His
only
phone is
texting
on
was
silent. His phone is on silent. He's not picking up.
Jesus Christ, his phone's on silent while he's at war.
Yeah. When you're at war, you don't have time to be checking your phone. You don't want to get distracted. Okay.
God, dude. God, it's so bad. Why are we good? Why is this happening?
So yeah, so he gets the letter. I mean, well, no, well, he convinced. Then he does convince the guy to be like, hey, we gotta go the other way, right?
No, he doesn't convince him that they go the other way. They were gonna go to the city, that Acosta or whatever it was, or I don't remember the name of the city. But they're going to the city because like he's going to the city there, but then he has to go like left of that city or something, and
Uh-huh.
then he'll reach the he'll reach the colonel. But the other guys, they were only heading to the city and then somewhere else, I believe.
Oh.
And then, but the thing is, when they were trying to get to the city, it turns out that the bridge is out, and then that's from then on, like they like the people who were heading to the city but heading in a different direction had to basically divert their entire line, but which was
Yeah.
something that Will couldn't afford, so he had to get off and then he left up on his own.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then he crosses the bridge by himself. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, and then he gets into a firefight with a sniper.
Oh yeah, there was the one German sniper that just decided to hang out at the city.
You even
So they
notice that's
just
always a thing, by the way, like in war movies. Like it's a World War II. I remember this was also a thing in Saving Private Ryan and several other movies. But it's like you get like maybe one guy or like a squad or platoon. I don't know what the term is. And they're always
Mhm.
walking alone, and there's always this one single German sniper off somewhere, prepared to shoot them
because
down.
look. Remember, this is World War One. So by World War One rule, you could only put one soldier in a city. It wasn't until World War Two that you're allowed to put two soldiers in a city.
That's why there's lots of war because they only been putting one soldier in each
Yeah,
city.
they agreed to that in the World War rules. All right, rule one. All right, rule one. That we can only put a number of soldiers based on the current year number war we're at. So
Okay,
World War One, only one soldier.
So
World War Two, yeah, you can put. If we go to
so they
World War
used-
Three, you can put three soldiers in a town.
They used to write rules for world wars before world wars ever happened, and they just for some reason decided on one soldier.
Yeah. No. But as we keep getting more world wars, you can keep putting more soldier. So it balances. So it counts.
Yeah, so it makes sense. So by the time they have like World War like 6 or something, then they'll have a full squadron of German
Yeah.
soldiers.
Then you
occupying
can have a
one
full
city.
squad in a town. Until then, you're not allowed to. Yeah. So he gets into a fight with a German sniper, and he kills him.
Yeah, but then he gets. This is about the time when they do the second sequence because he goes into the building where he downs the sniper, but he doesn't kill him, right? So he enters and then he kills he enters. You see the soldier is prepared for him, and he kills the soldier, but the soldier was able to like shoot at him. He didn't hit it, like he shot his helmet off, but the force was enough to push him back, knock him off down the stairs, and then knock him out.
Yeah.
And then that's where we cut to black, and then this is where the very obvious second continuous shot begins.
Yeah. So this is the second cut.
Yeah, you have it so that he wakes up. Like, can I just say this is also the best fucking sequence I think it was in the whole movie, because you have him wake up and then there's flares in the sky and then you see him running toward like through the town that's now on fire. And then it's just like basically you have him running down with like this music just playing as he's getting shot at. It was like the greatest fucking thing. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I think it was, a lot of it was the music and the feeling that you had with him.
That was a good sequence.
It was very good. I liked it because it's just like you're it feels like you're kind of running with him. It's like you feel that panic with him. And it's like oh, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yes. So he wakes up at night and then he starts getting shot at, I believe.
No, yeah,
right?
he starts getting shot at from another soldier, and then he escapes to like in a building, and then he stumbles upon the French woman with the baby.
Yeah, who's still hanging around. Remember, this is the World War rule. Only one person in town.
Oh my god,
babies don't count.
Babies don't count as people.
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's getting too real. It's getting too real.
they're babies, all right. What they're gonna do nothing.
God, dude, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
No,
So yeah. So
babies weren't invented until 1918, man.
yeah. So he gets into a fight. Then he finds the guy that he was shooting, and then he kills him, right?
I mean, yeah, not after we like. That's like right after the sequence where he gives the lady all her food, all his food and stuff, right?
Yeah, because the baby needed milk, because baby drinks milk.
Yeah, and then and then the woman's like, no, you have to stay, but then he leaves because it's morning because he hears a clock, and then he says to get the mission done.
Yeah.
And then I know he stumbles upon one soldier, and who was drunk.
Yeah.
He was just vomiting. Like I don't know why that's a thing now. Because like now we have more people who are vomiting on screen. Like this used to not be a thing, and I kind of wish that was still a thing because I don't mind it so much, but it's like I don't know.
Remember, in 1917, people vomit. In 1918, people didn't vomit.
They just decided to not invent vomiting for 1918.
Yeah.
They just
yeah. Like
it.
in 1918, the world declared vomiting illegal. You can no longer vomit.
God damn it, dude. What about
1917, last year for you to vomit, everyone.
But then what about babies then, man? Come on now.
Oh, babies don't count.
No,
remember what I said. Babies don't count as people.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so then he falls into a river.
No, yeah, because he kills one of the soldiers, and then
there's still another soldier.
Yeah, then they start chasing him, and then he has to jump into the river so that he doesn't end up dead. And he usually basically gets a scene of him just basically drifting down the river, and then he goes down a waterfall. And I swear that's probably where another cut happens.
Oh yeah. I mean they weren't gonna throw this guy down a waterfall.
Yeah, and then it's like he gets out of the waterfall, and then ends up going to the forest, and he just finds all these soldiers like just watching this guy sing. And
hey, you know what really amazed? Hey, his letter was dry that entire sequence. By the way.
Yeah, but he had it kept in a box, right?
Oh, was it a box?
It was a box or something like that. He had it in. And then I know like he finally reaches the company in the forest, but they didn't attack yet. But he was with the second wave that were just watching the guy sing, and the first wave was already at the front line, but they didn't start to charge it. So then he tries to reach the colonel.
Hey, and you know what the worst part is? During that entire sequence, when he finds the other soldier, no one noticed him entering.
Oh
like,
yeah,
no one noticed. He just came in and sat down.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they noticed, but it's like the singer obviously would have noticed, and then the people who were like behind the singer would have noticed him because of the direction that he came in. But he was wearing a uniform. I don't think it was a big issue.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Oh, for all I knew, he could have been a spy. That guy was a fool. What a fool he was. What a fool. They all could have died. Yeah, so then he reunites with the second wave, with the second platoon, second company, right? Whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then he's like, oh no, I got to deliver the letter. I need to find Colonel Mackenzie. Corporal? Was it Colonel or Corporal?
Colonel Mackenzie.
Colonel Mackenzie, but like everyone keeps asking like, hey yo, where Mackenzie at? And it was like, I don't know, I don't fucking know. Like he's down there. You gotta keep going down the line. And then we get the super. I really like the sequence. The sequence where he goes down the entire trench. That was a very good.
Yeah, it was very good. I really like that. And I like my favorite was probably the one where when like the thing like I know hold on to give context he's trying to reach Mackenzie but the thing is the trenches are crowded. They're just so crowded because they're about to start to charge. But he the thing is he wasn't gonna make it in time because they're about to start to charge in like 30 seconds or something, and then so he ends up basically sprinting across the open battlefield just to get to him, and that's when the infantry starts their charge, and it's just
that sequence. That sequence was very nice. Did you ever saw the behind the scenes sequence for that shit?
I have not seen any of the behind the scenes yet.
Oh man, they posted the behind the scenes sequence of how they filmed that whole trench, right? That shit is actually insane how they filmed it.
Is it?
Yeah, it's actually really good how they filmed it. I'll send you a link later. Yeah, so he goes down the trenches to find Mackenzie, and then he gets stopped by some more people, and they're like, hey, give this to Mackenzie. I need to speak to Mackenzie. And everyone's like, no, you can't. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can't speak to him. He's like, no, I'm gonna force my. And then he finds Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he finds Doctor Strange. This is this is this
but,
is this is this is this is
but,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
gonna lie, Benedict Cumberbatch just showing up out of nowhere fucking confused the fuck out of me.
No, to be fair, it was the same thing with me because I didn't expect him to be in the movie at all. Because again, I
Yeah.
kind of go in blind, and it's like I didn't look up anything. I was like, "Oh, that's Benedict Cumberbatch."
Yeah, I was so amazed. I was like, oh, fuck, oh, fucking cool. Damn, they got Benedict Cumberbatch in this movie. Oh,
Yeah, I
oh,
know.
fuck.
It was pretty great, and it's just like
Yeah,
it's like, but I couldn't help but think it's like, oh, so this is what happened in the Mountains of Madness. He ends up going in this timeline somehow, you know.
yeah,
But no, yeah, like he's there. He tells him he gives him the letter, and then then he calls off the attack. But then
yeah,
Benedict Cumberbatch is like, next week they'll just probably they'll just change their orders again and probably tell us to like charge next week or something.
yeah.
And then afterwards, I know Will ends up going
Uh,
looking for
no, and yeah, and then we
Tom's
get our
brother.
trench scenes where he's in the trenches, just walking, witnessing the horrors of war, basically, where he sees everyone just trying to make their way back to the trenches, and he sees like everyone that got
Like you'll see some
that got
people that are fucked up, like they just had like
yeah,
missing arms and legs and an
yeah,
eye or something,
yeah.
and then they're just in pain
Then he
and
makes
shit.
it to the medical field or whatever,
Mhm.
where the medical side where they treat
Yeah.
all the coronavirus patient.
Oh my god, of course, coronavirus. It was
Yeah,
invented
the
in
coronavirus.
1917.
That's who we were fighting in World War
We were
One.
fighting the coronavirus.
We were fighting the coronavirus.
Sure. So why were you fighting the Germans then? What did they make the coronavirus? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, the German made the coronavirus. Whatever, never, don't you ever Hitler's secret scientists using the secret lab.
That's World War Two. It's World War
No,
Two.
no, 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 no. In World War Two, Hitler invented a time machine to send the coronavirus to World War One.
So what? He
To
makes
help.
World War One happen. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, he
God.
made World War One happen so World War Two can happen. It's a time paradox, okay?
Oh my
It's a
God.
time loop. It's a
Oh
time
my
loop,
God.
okay?
Oh. Oh no! Stop, please. It just gets worse. It gets worse.
Yeah, and so then he meets Tom's brother. Do we know this character's name? I don't remember.
I have it up right here with the wiki, but it's apparently Joseph. I don't remember him saying that at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that character had a name.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. So then he gives Tom I mean not give Joseph Tom's stuff. Give Tom stuff. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's like, oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah. I'm gonna write a letter to your mom. All right. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. It's cool. It's not gonna be anything weird.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like we're just gonna have Ghost Tom write the letter. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Jesus. And then you basically end the scene sort of how it began because like you have basically Tom and Will basically wake up like sleeping on the trees and stuff, but then it ends kind of the same way, but it's just like with not Tom, Will alone. He just sits under this lone tree and then he starts looking at photographs of his wife and daughters, and then
Yeah.
it kind of just ends with him just like resting after that,
Hmm.
and that's basically how it ends.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
But
I didn't realize this movie is. Oh, I didn't realize this movie was inspired by Sam Mendes' actual grandfather.
No, yeah, that's why they had the ending thing happen because it was like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
dedicated to his grandfather.
Yeah, who actually fought in World War One.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
because
realize
his grandfather was a messenger
that. Oh,
in World War One. That's why
Yes.
he wrote the movie.
oh, okay. Inspired by true events.
Hmm.
Yes.
I mean, my only problems with the movie, if anything, is probably the accuracy of it, which tends to be the case with like most historical movies if they're not entirely accurate.
Uh huh.
Because like what are you calling this? Like, because I know there was this thing where they're saying that like the accuracy of the attacks would don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because of they're saying that like people would have known about the Germans moving towards another line or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because well, two things. Okay, so let me just try to organize my thoughts here.
Okay.
Because I know someone made an argument that this movie is potentially very misleading on
Uh-huh.
how the war actually was,
Okay.
because people weren't exactly concerned for lives during that war. They just really threw like had people just charge and die They didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
They just kept sending more and more. And
Uh-huh.
so like the whole fact that like a messenger is being sent to stop a charge from happening, people like that wasn't a thing,
Yeah.
and it's like it wasn't a common thing, and people basically it's like people make the argument that this movie kind of like is ignoring the actual carnage of the Great War, you know, and that the
Mm.
casualties of a loss of like well I think it was like 1,600 men, right?
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
they really wouldn't have cared. At least
Oh.
to my understanding, that's how someone would say. And they also said that uh people being like there's there's the whole thing like in the beginning how they were at that one line, and then there was
Yeah.
like the other line that was like 9 miles or something ahead of them.
Yeah.
Like they would have said, people would have known that the Germans in that line would be leaving. They would be they're watching. They're never
Uh-huh.
not gonna stop looking. They would have known that they were leaving.
Yeah. Man, do
And
you know how else I know this movie is historically inaccurate?
yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch wasn't born back then. He was born much later. That's how I knew this movie wasn't
God,
real.
I swear to God, I just knew it was gonna go here. Oh God, of course. He wasn't invented in 1970. He was invented in
Yeah.
1918.
Yeah. Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch was born in 1918. Everyone knows that, all right?
God
He wasn't
damn it.
born in 1917.
God. Oh
Wait, to
my.
be fair, they never. This movie was never advertised as like historically accurate
No, but that's not
war
the thing
movie.
here. No, but that's not the thing. Because like, if it does involve the Great War, and whenever you're portraying a movie like in World War II or World
Yeah.
anything, right? That's of historical importance. It's
Mm.
important that you portray it accurately.
Accurate. Oh, okay. Oh, you mean like that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the characters are fake anyway, but
Yeah.
like, how people would act and stuff, that would have to be accurate too.
Mhm.
But that's its own thing.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, otherwise, honestly, as a technical achievement, it's actually very impressive.
Yeah, I really like this movie because of
Mhm.
everything that was being shown. The fuck's this stupid enemy bullshit I'm looking at? Oh, fuck this stupid enemy shit. Oh.
What are you looking at?
No, I'm looking at a figure of Megumin from Konosuba.
Megumin? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Megumin.
Why
I
are you
don't know
looking
who
at a
fuck.
figure? We're talking about 1917.
Oh.
Megumin wasn't invented until 1918, Austin.
Anime was invented until
Megumin-
1918. Hold on, here. Look at this photo,
Exactly.
then.
Oh my God,
This.
you're posting. Are you actually?
This 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 this,
Why?
this photo isn't historically accurate.
This is historically accurate to Konosuba, to Megumin in particular. Oh my God. They didn't have guitars back then. They were only
Yeah.
invented in 1918. Come on now.
Yeah, anime girls weren't real until 1918. Okay. This title of this video is gonna have to do with something involving 1918. Okay, that's all I know.
1917 wasn't created until 1918. Come on now, Austin.
Jesus Christ.
It just gets worse. I think.
Just the more we talk about this, the worse it gets. But
Oh my God.
but-
No, I
but-
think I don't. Should we stop? I think we should stop.
Hey, I just want to say I really like this movie. I liked the illusion of it being a one shot, even though it wasn't a one shot.
Yeah.
I liked all the long sequence. Like the trench sequence was very very good. The
Mhm.
tunnel sequence was very good, and everything like those type of sequence,
Yeah.
like action sequence where they had to deliberately play that shit because sequence like that, like the trench sequence, that shit you have to plan out in advance. You can't do that's not something you can like the tunnel sequence like you can play that shit. I mean you can just keep redoing that shit. That's easy to redo, but like that whole trench sequence and everything, that's you have to plan that shit. That's not something you can do.
I
You can
know,
be like,
that-
all right,
It would take
let's
a
just
lot of work.
yeah. Look, I'll give it credit for what this movie did with all of its sequence.
Oh no, yeah. For it's all technical achievements, it definitely deserves
Yeah.
some accolades for that.
Yeah.
But
It's just-
I mean, I don't really have much else to add other than I give it maybe an 8 out of 10.
Oh,
That's
here
probably-
it is. I found-
That's probably all I have on it, honestly.
Yeah. I like this movie.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Oh, is
God,
that the
jeez.
behind the scenes?
Yeah, just the behind the scenes. This shows you how they filmed the trench sequence.
Oh, I guess I could watch it now. I'll just click
Oh,
on
you
it.
watch it later. No, you'll get the audio in the recording. You fool. No, stop
Oh,
it. I'll watch it later. All right, hey. All right, all right, all right, all
fine.
right, all right. Good movie. I liked it.
Yep, definitely good.
All right. I guess that's all we have to say.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
All right.
until next time, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next time. As we review the next movie, as we do a spoilercast for the next movie, 1918.
Oh my god, I said it again. Look, man, 1918 wasn't invented until 1919, alright?
Oh, Jesus. Is there a movie called 1919? By the way,
I'm
I feel like
looking
there
that
should
up
be a.
now.
I feel like there
I'm
should be a
looking that
movie
up
called
now.
1919.
Hold on.
Oh, there is.
There is!
There is a movie.
There is a
Oh shit! It was made in 1985.
Oh my
This
god.
movie's an hour. Is this movie even good though? It's a British movie. Oh, wait, if you look up 1919 movie, the first link you get is 1917.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Can we find 1919? Can I find a trailer for this movie?
Oh my
the-
god. Okay,
Oh.
no, we're done now. We have to stop. We're stopping.
Okay. I can't find this movie called 1919. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on.
You can look it up on IMDb and then see.
I think. I found the poster. The poster for it looks pretty stupid already.
Yeah, two former patients of Sigmund Freud meet again and discuss their psychiatric treatment 65 years earlier. Oh wow,
Oh.
that's.
Oh,
long
Google
time.
has a different poster.
What?
the fuck
What do you
is this?
mean? What's the poster?
When you look up, this is the poster on IMDb for that movie. It's completely different than what the actual movie is.
What? I'm seeing something different. What?
This is the poster for IMDb, but it's for that movie.
Oh, that's
Wait,
so
hold on.
weird. Oh,
Oh, this is.
okay. No,
Is there
we-
two? Wait,
we
is
should
it?
finish.
Hold on, no. There was a movie called 1919 made in 1984, and there was another movie called 1919 made in 1985.
Wow.
What was going
is-
on? Why was 1919 so popular during that 2 year span? Did everyone just
Oh
start
my
getting
God.
interested in 1919 during that year? It's like you think people in 1984 was like, you know what's a good year? 1919. Let's make a movie about that year.
I love how just we went off the rails from what we're talking about at this point.
All right, I think that's all we really have to say.
Yeah, that's
The entire 2 minutes of this conversation is extremely irrelevant to the video.
We're just talking about 1919 at this point. Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, join us. We're actually not gonna do. I don't think we can even find this movie.
I don't think we can actually. I don't think we can.
I think
at all.
this movie is lost. This movie is lost in time. Jesus
Oh god,
Christ.
it's lost in 1918, man.
Oh damn. Oh damn. Okay. I think that's it. We're gonna stop here now.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Kate, thanks. Bye.
Jesus.